Okay, well that was another one that was much too close for comfort. I've really got to sort out my time management skills. I just finished chapter 10 at 10:30 this morning, Friday, 19th of July 2019. I hope you enjoyed chapter 10. I hope that it's still barreling along and it's still hopefully an engaging adventure story. I do like the fact that the framework of this story lets me put in various fanciful ideas I've had. Star drive permanent regeneration being one of them. I had that idea ages ago for another story that I was writing that never came to anything, so I love the fact that the narrator that I've set up in this book means that I can go off on these little tangents about things that have been invented or things that have happened in between the present day and 512 years into the future. The water harvesting was a previous idea that fits under that umbrella, and I also did have some stuff originally in this chapter about the mate bots and their fire extinguishing capabilities and why it's so important to them and the background of that, but I took it out of this chapter because it just damaged the flow of the story. It just got in the way. I might pop it in at a later date, but there's a bit more to be explained about the mate bots and their various features and their design and their history and how they came to be and all that sort of thing. I can't think of much else to say at the moment. I stayed up really late last night finishing this off. Work has been busy, mad as hell. Is a bit more demanding on my time than I anticipated, which is great. It means they're using me a lot more, and it's fantastic, and I love it. And geez, I'm very, very lucky to have that gig. Wouldn't miss it for the world. But yeah, I do need to work on my time management skills. Another thing that I wanted to say too, with Star Drive permanent regeneration, that fueling system, I like the idea of offering and creating a future where there is hope and where these inventions and advances are shared for everyone. And I think in the world in which, or the time frame in which this novel takes place, I think they look back on the 20th and 21st centuries and just are staggered by the greed and self-interest and the haves and the have-nots and the inequity that's baked in to the world's political system and the institutionalised greed and self-interest as modelled to us by our leaders. I like the fact that that's one thing I always liked about Star Trek, is that it offers a future where we're evolved and there's hope and we're decent and we're kind to each other, and that sort of greed and self-interest is as barbaric to them as bear baiting is to us. Anyway, down off the soapbox. That's better. Right. Chapter 11, in which my time will be much more efficiently managed, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed chapter 10. Hey, we're nearly a fifth of the way through. Every time I do complete a chapter, I do feel quite elated and proud of myself and relieved. So it's quite a buzz, and it's still a buzz, and yeah, I'm glad I undertook this experiment. And I hope you're enjoying the ongoing results. Alright, chapter 11.